Comment on the lengthy dispute with NetJets pilots who are picketing outside. What type of return on investment do you expect from the billions on order in aircraft for NetJets? And in a very pointed way, he writes, was buying NetJets a mistake?
No, I don't think buying NetJets was a mistake. We've had a few things where it looked like a mistake for quite a while, and some of them turned out to be a mistake. But NetJets is a very decent business. We have a good business. The pilots have a good job. It's not really the right way to look at it, I don't think, in terms of return on investment in the billions of dollars of orders we have, because we resell those planes to owners. And we do have a core fleet that represents an investment, but the investment is held in very large part by the owners themselves. I own, what do I own? 3/16 or something like that of one type of plane that my children use. I own an eighth of another plane that I use, but that's my investment. It's not the NetJets investment. The labor relations at Berkshire, we've had hundreds of labor unions over the years. I mean, literally hundreds. In fact, we probably have hundreds at the present time. And we've only had, in 50 years, we've had 3 strikes that I can remember. I don't think there have been any others. There could have been some one-day walkout maybe, but we had a 4-day strike at Berkshire Hathaway textile operation. We had a 4-day or so strike at the Buffalo News 30 years ago. So we have no anti-union agenda whatsoever, and we think we have sensational pilots. I mean, I have flown NetJets. My family's flown NetJets now for 20 years, and we've had nothing but professional pilots and friendly pilots. And it's not, it's in human nature to have differences sometimes about what people get paid. Our pilots make an average of $145,000 a year. They have options, but one of the options, and the main option, is 7 days on and 7 days off. We pay for their time to get to where they're based. They can live any place in the country, and compared to our competitors at FlexJets or Flight Options or so on, or in charter, we pay well, but it's perfectly understandable that employers and employees have some differences from time to time, and we'll get it worked out, but that doesn't necessarily come in a day or a week or a month. And our volume is up in terms of flying. Our volume is up in terms of owners, and in the United States. Europe's flat, but the United States is the bigger end of it. So it's a business I'm very glad we own. I'm proud we own it. It's a first-class operation. We give our pilots more training, I believe, than anybody else. And I'm flying on NetJets. My kids are all flying on NetJets. Our managers in many cases are flying on it. So nobody cares more about safety. This is not a company where the CEO flies on his own jet and other people fly in other ways. So I get the same. I get the same planes that the other people get, and the same pilots. I mean, there's no special arrangement. So we've got this intense interest in safety, and we've got very professional pilots. And at the moment, we've got a difference of opinion about a contract, but that will get settled in my view. Charlie?
I have never in all the years had a NetJet pilot that didn't affect me as a wonderful fellow and a very skilled, able, and dutiful, reliable person. And I would say I can think of no NetJet pilot that has ever in any way indicated that he's dissatisfied with his life. And a lot of them say they just love it because of I'm not at all sure the union is fairly representing the pilots.
Okay. He said fellows. Actually, we have a lot of women pilots too.